And I urge upon, through you, the Minister of Education, to bring about some sort of a system where we monitor these online educational companies which are worth billions of dollars, which are owned by major funds from internationally. So it's very, very essential to do that, sir. But the power of this company is so much that they're able to bring down these the complaints which are there in the social media. If you put up a complaint in social media, they're bringing it down. This company, in fact, now sponsors the Indian cricket team. You know exactly who I'm referring to. This company is worth $21 billion. Our entire Indian educational budget is not worth that much. And it is very essential that should be some concerted effort to monitor these companies and to prevent them from doing these predatory marketing practices.
Yes, that's right. Now, online education companies are the big issues now in India. And that's why Indian government try to regulate these edtech companies, because government of India think the poor people of the India are being targeted by their plans, and this company make billions of dollars through selling their contents in online. Edtech companies didn't get the opportunity over a night to make such business model. The education sector is so bad, especially North India compared to South India. One of my friend says that the education of India and the medical sector both should be needed to be regulated. Government of India 100% responsible to create such mess. Not only online education companies are responsible for this. Still, there is no hope for the students, neither future. So those students are joining to these big tech companies. Government of India simply wanted to show the world how much education covers the whole India. They have only certificates now, no quality. Because of the Indian government, they simply give salary to the teachers from last 2 years because of the lockdown. No, not at all. True, it's something else. Now in 2022, except the Delhi, nothing happening in school and colleges. That's why people put their children in these big edtech companies for their future, and now government are targeting them. I have much more information on digital education, why the online education system or the digital education system came now, why not before. There is a mysterious link I wanted to tell you, and it's much more than that what you think it is. And digital education system is the another weapon of Antichrist Dajjal, mean destabilizing the memory power of children. Why Dajjal want to destroy the memory power of children? Do you remember what Allah says in the Quran about Antichrist Dajjal? Antichrist Dajjal is a Jasad, only he has a body part, no free will, meaning he can't choose. So Dajjal want his followers should be Jasad like him. I already uploaded a video. I put linked on the I button and in the description. The video title is Digital Education System and the Antichrist Dajjal. If you want more information, please go and watch. It's much more than what you think. These are the complaints against edtech companies. Take a look.
But today there are online educational companies which are worth billions of dollars. Some of them are worth even more than the entire educational budget of India. These companies offer courses online which are not vetted by anybody. Nobody knows the content of these courses. Nobody knows the quality of these courses. Nobody knows the caliber of these courses. Nobody knows what is the caliber of the tutors who are on these who are conducting these courses. These companies now are engaging in predatory marketing practices where they prey upon the aspirational poorer people who want to give their children a better education, who want to supplement their education which they are not getting in government schools. They force them to buy courses and they auto-debit their accounts.
Number one, that they provide loan on EMI for the education to those who can't afford to buy the course at a single time, but they never talks about the loan in public. Number 2, people doubt of those teachers who teaches in edtech companies. Number 3, first they put 15 days of trial to the students and make profile on them, and later on they directly contact with the parents and they convince them. Number 4, meaning the ex-employee revealed their secret how they make money from the poor or the middle class family. Number 5, promote and selling online courses. Number 6, these edtech companies are mainly targeted the rich people, middle class people, and few of the poor. Number 7, edtech companies are now so big they control the comment on social media, but we know those are not the bad comments, that are the actual face of the edtech companies. Number 8, finally they guide the students in their own colleges or those who partner with edtech companies. What is Byju's? Byju's are one of them in India edtech companies. Byju's are not an edtech companies that people thought. These Byju's are the most famous online education companies. But the real thing is, Byju's are not the edtech companies. Then what are the Byju's? People may ask, is Byju's a scam? The story has started in 2009 when Baiju Rabindran wants to take the CAT exam online, and then idea of online education business came in his mind, and later on they upgrade the system in 2011, rename with Think and Learning, and then finally he launches the Byju's app in 2015, and today we call Byju's. Byju's now $21 billion project. Conclusion: let me know your opinion on the comment section.